bro, Cole, it was Brick coming out there. I'm like, yo, no way.
Oh damn, who going to New York is Brick though?
That's just Brick, homie. Damn.
That shit
What?
is Brick. That shit is Brick.
All
Look,
right.
Damo was ready at 8 o'clock, but still wasn't ready at 8 o'clock.
No,
Still,
bro. Dude, my whole system crashed. How do you expect me to?
This,
did it do it again?
This
Huh?
man was supposed to talk about. This man was supposed to do a stream today. He was supposed to build his. Wait, did you wind up getting that standing desk?
Yeah, it's literally right here.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was a standing one that you said that, or like that we were talking about. Because I'm planning on getting it too. That's why I don't give a fuck about how this setup is right now.
Oh yeah, I got it.
I think I'm gonna switch over to Shure microphone.
Do it, bro.
Yeah, I am too. I'm getting one. Damo actually sent me a link for it.
It's hot.
But it's fucking expensive, bro. I might look for a used one, honestly.
Wait, since you already have an XLR input, that'll go really good. You already have the equipment for it, I assume.
I don't want it to go
XLR.
I want to go straight USB.
Oh, okay. That's
I'm tired of carrying around all this, the interface. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
And,
Oh, you have an extra interface that you carry around with you?
I have to have it.
yeah, because you can't use that.
Shit. I thought
XLR.
yours was XLR to USB.
No, you can't do that. Because XLR requires more, if I'm not mistaken, power than a USB can process. Oof. Yeah.
Give you more power.
Okay. Today's topic: men.
Man.
Jesus, I could speak at length.
Oh
No, but not in some like what the fuck is happening behind me? Sorry. Not on some like, are we misogynist? Whoa, everybody in chat, thank you so much for being here. Holy shit, I didn't
We
realize.
already know we are, so
No, not on that bullshit. I'm talking about, hello everybody, thank you so much. Thanks guys, paramedics. I don't know what's going on. Thank you everybody for being here. Thanks so much.
I did that on the live stream, dude.
Thank you so much everybody. Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Oh my god, I love it.
Samuel, we got some good takes. Samuel's in the chat right now. We got some good takes. I think we have up to 3, and I'll send them all after stream today. Nelly, what's up? Thank you so much for being here. You need therapy? Okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm not gonna reach out. The topic I want to touch on is, and maybe we've already touched on it quite a bit, is men, right? What it means to be a man, and not in some like you know, societal. I mean more to you, what you want to instill in your children, and what you either wish or appreciate your father instilling into you.
this is gonna be one of them. This is gonna be one of them ones. It's gonna be a good podcast. Okay, real quick before Zero does intros, because I've already got a comment in my fucking chat. Yes, my background looks different right now. I moved my setup from my room into my living room. This is not gonna look like this next time. I just had time to get it done today. I just didn't have enough time to get everything like the background and my cable set up. So this is gonna be our new area, but this is gonna look different next time we go live. So just putting that out there before anybody else says, "Oh, what the fuck is Save streaming in the closet now?"
Who went back? Nah, I just
I
like,
went back into the closet. Gay jokes. I love it.
Hey, yo.
All right. Hit us with the intros, dog, and then we'll get into this fucking.
all right. Well, first I want to say thank you everybody in chat. I'm sorry I couldn't do it just chat, but thank you everybody for being here. Intro to the podcast. This is the usual Tuesdays. Usually on Tuesday. Today is a Tuesday twice in a row, dog. Very exciting. Today's topic is going to be men. What we appreciate our fathers to instill in us, what we wish to instill in our children, and hopefully our children's children. With me, I have Save and Corpse legends, and yeah, we're gonna get straight into it and pick some brains. So,
Okay.
Okay, so, I just want to be very clear on what the actual question at hand is before we fucking go all nuts. So the question is, what are we happy that our fathers instilled in us, and what we are hoping to instill in our children, our boys?
yes, I guess technically, if you want to take it to 3 questions, one is what I would like to see first. Probably is what you appreciated. This is why I'm saying 2 questions: what you appreciated that your father instilled in you, or what you wish you would have gotten instilled in you. That's kind of the two-parter, and then what you hope to instill in your children. You specifically, I think this is interesting because both of you are fathers,
Of boys.
and both of you have boys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think it's interesting.
Well, you know what, too? Like, hold on. I think we can start it off this way, too. Is even being a father to a daughter makes me feel a certain way, too, about how I want to be a man.
Do you think that changed? Like once Penny was born?
Oh,
Or once
bro.
Penny came into your life?
Bro, it was like, am I being in at first glance the statement sounds weird, but I mean, just let's work through it. Is am I the type of man I would want my daughter to date?
That's what always is asked when you have a daughter, right?
Would I want my daughter to date me? Is my son the type of boy I would want a man's daughter to date? You know what I'm saying? Like, because some man's son is going to date my daughter one day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So is my son, flip it around, is he somebody I would want walking into, is he on that trajectory?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I have to fix this really quick.
I was actually just talking about this today, too. Something along the lines of this. My bad. And I didn't mean to cut you off, Corbs. My bad. But the thought was very fresh in my mind. I guess I'm going to go with the second part of this question first, just because it's very fresh. And I was just chatting about this earlier. So, I saw this clip it was on Instagram, Reels, or TikTok, one of those two. And there was this coach, and he was talking to his team, and it was like this team of boys was probably like no older than 11 years old, like somewhere in the age range of 8 and 11. And he's like, there's only two types of people in this world. There's winners and there's losers. When we come on this field, we're here to win. If your dad told you to just go out there and have fun, then your dad's a loser. And I thought in my head, because I actually just watched back our episode last night. I watched back our episode of average, when we were talking about being average. Is it acceptable to be average? And I like 100% agreed with this coach. When Tierra and I started putting Peanut in sports, I said, we're not doing any participation trophies. We're not doing any of this other bullshit. Like, when my son is on that field, he's there to play. He's there to play hard. He's there to play the game, understand teamwork, understand team sports, and he's gonna go out there to win. He's gonna perform at his best always. And I feel like that's something that was instilled in me from my dad, was like, always be the best. But he never said it to me like, always be the best. I would be like, oh damn, Dad, how did you do that? And he would always be like, like, I'm the best. So like watching him do that, and him always having that confidence that he was the best in anything that, bro, if I like tried, my Nintendo didn't work. My dad don't know shit about fucking Nintendos, you know what I mean? But he would always get it to fucking work. And his answer on why he got it to work was because he was the best. So that's kind of where looking back on my argument with Zero about the whole like being average is not okay, in my opinion. That's like one where it stems from. And I never want my son to think that average is okay. And I always want him to play the best. And the reason that I was actually chatting about this earlier was because there's a boy who was on Peanut's T-ball team who is honestly, he was the best kid on the team. The best kid. But the worst fucking attitude. Like, and him and Peanut were like neck and neck. If a ball got grounded, they would both run after the ball. But this kid would like jump on top of Peanut, like if Peanut was already going for the ball. But if it was the other way around and Peanut saw that that the other kid was gonna get to the ball first, Peanut would stop because he understood the concept of, okay, he's got it, let's get to the next play type of thing.
Yeah, let him make the play.
This kid would also, if he didn't feel like playing outfield, he wouldn't come out of the dugout. He only wanted to hit the ball. He wouldn't participate in practices. And the part that made me the most mad was that his dad was one of the coaches.
Yeah.
So you need to, like, in my opinion, you need to set the example. You need to show, hey, this is a fucking team game. And and one of the other coaches, like, he came up to Tierra and I and was like, "Hey, I don't know what you guys are doing with that kid, but whatever you're doing, you guys are doing it right." Because, he was always out there. All the other kids would be rolling in the fucking dirt and all this shit, and Peanut was like right there, ready to learn what the fuck is going on. So, like, those are the types of things that I want to instill in him. Is like, respect the people that are talking to you, understand what's going on. There's a time and a place for everything. Those types of things are the types of things that were instilled in me without my dad like really focusing on instilling those things. But it was just like, growing up, I understood that's what it was. That's what being a man is, in my opinion. Part of being a man.
Can I take 2 seconds? I need to go do something very, very quickly. I'll be back.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well. I have something to add to that though.
Yeah. We'll wait.
But I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, dude, Elijah's getting at that point now where we're talking about putting him in something, He wants to do UFC, bro.
Elijah does? That's tight. Oh, here's another thing that I just recently heard. There was 2 things, bro. Instagram reels have been hitting, or TikTok, whatever it is. Yo, Jordan, thank you for the like. So it was, as a father, you realize that your love is different because it's a disciplinary kind of love, where a mother's love is more coddling, right? Like, oh, you fell down? Come on, baby, it's okay, you'll be okay. Whereas a dad is like, hey, you fell down, get up. Like, it's not like we don't care that you fell down, but it's like, if you fall down again, you've already been through this. You know what it takes to get back up. Mm-hmm. So it's more of a disciplinary type of love. And then another thing that I heard was, as fathers, we realize that we're creating our replacements on this world. Mm-hmm. So how we father is how we're going to want them to father, or how we should want them to father. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think about that. Well, like, when I heard that, I was like, holy fuck. Like, that's so real. That's the realest shit I've ever heard in my life as a father. Motherfucker rolling his eyes at me?
I know, he rolled the fuck out of his eyes.
No, it's like, it's because I'm thinking of, it's really conceited, but it's like, I get a lot of joy when people are like, oh, Elijah acts so much like you. He's such a good boy, all this stuff. Because it's like, there's a small implication that I'm a good kid. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I remember for a long time, bro, before Elijah was born, I was like, I don't want kids. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want kids. I don't, especially like a son. It would be horrible. Like, what if he came out acting just like me? Because, dude, I used to be a little nut, bro. You know what I mean? When I was younger, like, I was up to no good.
Eat, dog.
Hey, bro.
What the fuck?
But like, it was like the way I stressed my parents out. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like my karma. Like, oh my god. Like, oh my god. But yeah, now that he's here, you know what I mean. And ever since he was born, it was just like, you got to be better, bro. You know what I mean? Because I would want him to always want to be better too. Always strive to be better, or just like improve the space that he's in, like whatever team he's on or little club he joins, the space that he's in. Like, I hope he enhances it. Like, you know what I mean? I hope he's not, just tolerated in these places. You know what I mean? Because I try to live like that too. I hope I enhance whatever room I'm standing in.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one, actually.
I want to be I want to be where I'm celebrated and not tolerated. You know what I mean? Like, when I walk through the door, I want people to be happy when I walk in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, damn, hell yeah, Putch is here. Like, you know what I mean? Or if shit's hitting the fan, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to be that person that they say, call him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, call him, like pull him up. And yeah, definitely for my son, I want him to be able to live that way too.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question based off of. Oh wait, Damo said he had something that he wanted to say.
Oh yeah, Damo.
Oh, in terms of being the best, I think obviously we already had that whole argument, and that was a whole podcast long argument. And at the end of the day,
it was such a good argument because we were literally saying the same thing. But
yeah.
One of us, I mean, I because of what you said, like I didn't want to hear what you had to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So toxic.
I'll admit it. I'll admit it.
Because
I'll admit it.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I definitely can appreciate, and I obviously, I think you emulate a good amount of like, you want to be, the best, or at least like a good like fake it till you make it, I guess, and not in a bad way, obviously, not in like a you're a fraud or anything like that, but just like really be confident in what you. All right, peace out. He did not want to hear what I said.
That's just
He just did. What the fuck happened? Where did he go?
that's that hotel lobby Wi-Fi, dog.
Oh no. This is the first time Pudge has ever dropped. Oh, there he is.
Hi.
Wait, did you go into the green room or something?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know what just happened, bro, but it happened. No, I was like clicking on the fucking thing so I could see the comments to see who's been commenting. My man Sly's up in this bitch. And then I disappeared.
I know. I was like,
whoa.
I literally just said, all right, bye.
Yeah, bro. Zero was about to get into some real shit too.
I know. I was like, no, I'm missing it. No way. Fuck this. Okay, go. Where are we? I was panicking right now.
No, you're good.
I know. Zero was like, okay, bye.
I know. I was like, all right, that's the podcast, guys. That was the shortest episode. No, but damn, what was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, I'll try to start from the top. I feel like there's a double-edged sword to what you're talking about in terms of like being rigid with your kid, in terms of like you want to be the best, you have to be the best, you're going to go out there and play, you're going to play hard, you're going to do it well. I think there is such a good thing about that, right? Like you want your kid to be the best, you want to be the best, and in any given arena you want to be able to say like I worked hard at it, and I maybe I wasn't top 1%, but I was the best I could be. I didn't leave anything on the table. And I think that's such a good thing to instill in anybody. But there's such like and this is what I think I was getting to when I said it was okay to be average, was that there's this double-edged sort of like you can strive to always be the best, but you always have to appreciate where you are, because where you are isn't okay. Like you should always try to be better, but enjoying life for like where you are in terms of like your progression is really important, because if not, you're always striving for that better. And then you've gone your whole life and you're like, I never appreciated where I was ever. I just wanted to be the best all the time. And I never said like, thank you, or appreciated where I was. That was kind of the average thing.
Isn't it possible to do both though?
It is, but I don't think you can do both without saying that it's okay to like accept where your pitfalls are. And like, I'm not going to be the best violin player. Even if I tried my absolute, every single day, there's just people who are more gifted for whatever reason. And I'm okay being like in that average. That's okay.
No, but I think the concept of, you hit the nail right on the head when you said the best version of you, the best version the best that you could do at that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, if the best that you can do is mediocre, then it's probably not for you.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like you have to be okay with that. Like you can't kill yourself over, not literally, obviously, but you can't like, torture yourself over the things that you're just like, I'll just never be the best at this. And that's okay. That's cool. Even if maybe you really love it. Like what if that's the case?
And I thought about that discussion too after we had that podcast, and I thought like it's a weird thing to want to strive, right, to be better. And then also understanding that there's going to be moments where in certain areas you fail, or you're just not inept for it. You know what I mean? And so even in the things that you excel in, right? Like you hit a level of average no matter where you're at, right? Like you take the bottom. So let's take a scale of 1 to 100, right? The bottom 10, right? So 10 through 90. There's a certain average of percentage in there of people that fall in that rank, and then so on and so forth, right? So you could be in the top 10%. You're one of the best in this group. You know what I mean? You'd be top 10, but even in there's average, right? Yeah. Of those top 10, there's the average one, that you're number 7, you're 6, somebody in the middle. There's always some kind of measurement to where you can be the best of the top 100, but even in these certain subcategories, you can still be better. there's still people coming after you to be better than you, especially like in a competitive sense, you know. And you do sometimes lose. I think Cisco, the question is like, yeah, if you balance wanting to be better and enjoying it in the moment? Yeah, you can, but I think it's just hard because you have to have that dedication to like kind of like subdue those fun moments, you know? Like,
I disagree. I don't think so because I mean, you guys know how strongly I feel about this topic, right? Like the topic of being better and progressing. But I feel like I live in the moment so often
mm,
because I really push myself to be a better person all the fucking time. Whether
because
it's
I'll say I did not enjoy. I mean, I was doing so much with dancing, and you've seen a lot that I was doing in the beginning of Crump. Like, I did not enjoy those moments the way I should have.
yeah, and we talked about that
Yeah.
once where it was like you where is it to where you're and that's the balance that I'm trying to find as a father who has a kid who wants to play sports, right?
That's
It's
it.
like where so and I think it's all in the presentation of how you do so when you're presenting a kid to sports and what you expect or what they should expect of the sport, right?
Hmm.
Like for instance, if Peanut's out on the baseball field or when we're going to the field, I say, listen, your coach on the field, I want you to listen to him the same exact way that you listen to mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to anybody else the way that he listens to mommy and daddy, right? So your coach is mommy and daddy on the field. So whatever he
Hmm.
says goes. I don't want you to look at me. I don't want you to look at mommy. I don't.
Hmm.
He's the boss of the field. And when you're out there, I want you to listen. Come game day, I want you to do everything that you learned at your practices and go out there and do that. But I want you to have fun too, babe. I want you to have fun. Okay, go out there, have fun. Because he would like beat himself up if he like I don't know if it's genetic. I don't know what the fuck it is, but he would like beat himself up if he missed like a ground ball or something. And I'm
Hmm.
like, it's okay, you're good. You know what I mean? Then we would talk about it, and by the end of the season, he was out there, bro. He was a fucking rock star. It was awesome to watch him play, and you could tell that he was having fun at the same time, and he was doing great. So I think it's how you present. I think it's how you present it, and like I'm not gonna be one of those dads that's like, you have to be the best. We're gonna go out there and practice in the fucking rain for 5 hours and this, that, and the other.
Hmm.
But if you say that you said you wanted to do this, we're not giving up now. You know what I mean? Like that's I'm not gonna force him to be the best at something that he doesn't want to be the best at. But if you said you want to do it, best believe we're gonna be out there catching ground balls, hitting off tees. You're gonna you're gonna do this because you said you wanted to do that. Because you also, as a father, you also have to teach like you can't just give up when something's fucking hard.
Hmm.
Because if that was the case, I I wouldn't be your dad. You know what I mean? Because that means I would have gave up a long time ago. Because this shit is fucking hard. So you know what I mean? Like you have to do those types of things, and it's just finding the balance. And like I said, when I saw that video that said a father's love is a disciplinary love,
Hmm.
I understand that so much because that is where the balance is. It's the love between, or it's the balance between love and discipline, and
Hmm.
figuring out how to make that discipline not sound like I'm gonna smack your ass if you say this shit, or go sit in your fucking room because you didn't want to do your homework, type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah. At least from where I was coming from, I think I had heard that. I had heard that too much to where like it felt like I needed to say the other side too, because I think you were thinking it was implied to where at the point where I was saying it's okay to be like where you are, you were thinking of it as like it's okay to be complacent, and that's not necessarily what I was saying.
Yeah, that was part of what we were talking about too.
Yeah. And the
Well, because you become complacent.
you can. I mean that I think that's the other side of that coin of like you could either be so beating yourself up to the point where you can't enjoy where you are, or on the flip side, you can be so complacent and be like, it's okay, I'll like figure it out, I'll like do whatever at a later date. That's like those are both sides of the same coin, and I don't think either of those extremes are okay at all. if you're like too complacent, I think it's really good to put some fire under your ass and be like, let's get shit done. Let's like be the best at something. And then if you're like just beating yourself up too much, it's like you can chill. You're good for a little bit. Just have fun for a little bit. It's okay. You're gonna practice. You're gonna beat yourself up, but not too hard.
I think consistency plays a huge part in that too, because you could, like you guys said, you could take the top 100 people and you could take the top 10 people. Those are the best people, but can they do it again?
Yeah.
Can they continue to do it? You know, like even at work, bro. It's like, how many people have been in the top 10% 1 month out of the year and a half that they've been there? You know what I mean? Like, dogs get lucky every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to be consistent too, and I think that goes without saying that you have to teach that as well. It's like teach the consistency and continue. Like in order to teach consistency, you have to be consistent yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's one thing too, like especially when Elijah's playing with the other boys, or he's trying to like attempt certain feats, like out on the playground, and it's like, try it again, try it again, like, okay, try it again, okay, hey, maybe take a break from it, or okay, try again, and it's the consistency. And I tell them all the time, like, we practice these things. We have to practice these things. It's how we get better.
Yep.
Like even like, bro, like he's gotten marks on his homework for his handwriting, right? That it doesn't meet my son's teacher's standard, which is fine, right? But we sat down, bro, and he'll get frustrated like when I would erase his marks, right, and make him do it again. And it's like, no, like, we got to do it again. Like, baby, it looks good. I can tell that's a 5. Daddy can tell that's a 5. But that's not how your teacher wants. That's not how your teacher wants it, baby. This is how she wants it. So we got to do it how she wants it, And so.
Dude, that reminds me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say.
I'm gonna ask something way off topic that I just saw, and
that reminded me that my dad always said to, when I was writing something and I would like misspell it or like I don't know, just look messy or
write
whatever.
like this?
No, the pencil's right here.
What?
It's like this.
Wait. Oh, okay. You went like this, and I thought you were saying that the pencil went through this hole. I was about to give you the most shit.
Like this.
Yeah,
I've seen people write like this. This is fucked up.
Me too, bro. That's
This is so weird. Like this. No, but my dad would always say, like, to erase imagine the entire paragraph, the entire word, and to start over. Even if I fucked up on one letter, I'm like, bruv, why can't I just do the one letter?
Yeah, but did you learn cursive?
I learned cursive, yeah.
You did? Okay, yeah, bro. I hated that.
It's a pain in the ass.
My mom would make me erase the word too if I fucked up one of the letters.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
cursive. Oh my god.
I'm pissed. I can't fully write in cursive anymore.
I can't either though, but like, who the fuck uses this?
I can. If you write a letter to somebody,
no.
You don't write in cursive?
Hell no.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, let me ask you guys this. So I'm gonna ask this question because of who Zero is.
I agree, Nelly. I agree.
So there was this teacher.
It's the same thing for me. It gets uglier
posted a video
as I keep writing.
on. I don't even know what I watch anymore. It's sometimes it's Instagram Reels, sometimes it's TikTok. It's one of them.
It's Pornhub.
On a video. No, what the fuck? That too, but
Pornhub has scrollables now. They just you can just flick through the different videos.
Go on Reddit for that, bro.
Reddit? Jeez. That's wild, man.
You guys have never seen the subreddit for girls finishing the job? Oh, I just put you guys up on.
That's wild. That you know it off r/finishing the job. That's crazy.
No, girls finishing
what
the
a
job.
plug, dude.
Oh, bro, thank you later. All right.
That's madness.
I'm a lonely man. That's why I got rid of my couch because my couch is sitting out in my driveway because nobody comes over to my house. What the fuck I need a couch for?
Cisco.
Hello?
Nah, bro.
So there was this teacher that posted that she had her kids go in the closet and come out and then say their sexuality.
Based.
That's not right.
And if any of the kids came out and said that they were straight or they said that they were the gender that they are, she would not reward them. But she would reward the other
Damn.
kids
Holy
who
shit.
came out and said that they were a different gender or of a different sexual orientation.
That's wild. Wait, so
Wait,
well,
what the
what?
fuck is so funny? Is that what I said? That funny?
Wait, who?
You motherfucker! You just laughed at me.
I just said that was wild. Like,
Mm.
it's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I seen something. I tried to turn this fucking fan off, and it's blowing literally right on me, and it's so fucking cold.
Wow.
I don't understand.
Put a
the
sweater on.
Blowing you.
Below it is. Hold on. Okay, let me put on a sweater.
I tried to put the air, bro. Okay, so my room where my setup was before is so like small.
Yeah.
So the air, because I always have my house at 63, the air was so nice in there. But now I'm in like my fucking ceilings are like 11 feet tall. So it's like taking a while for the air to circulate in here, and I'm fucking hot.
Yeah, no, I seen that. I seen that thing about the teacher and then the whole closet thing, and bro, that is so like that is. I mean, the rewarding part, whatever. That's one thing, but just the idea that you think it's okay to put a kid in a closet, bro,
Yeah. It's
like
wild.
for whatever reason, like not even like you got in trouble, my guy, and I'm about to stuff
Yeah.
you in this closet, like, you know, like you put a kid in a closet, my guy, like that is fucking
What if the kid came out and was like, "I'm Harry Potter"?
yo, bro, nah, fam, my guy, my
It's
guy.
like, I'm Gryffindor.
No, what would you do? Genuinely, what would you do if you found out that your kid's teacher did that?
Oh, dude, there's court cases. There's court cases coming down.
Oh, bro, I would go ballistic.
I don't know. What the hell are you gonna court case them? But I'd pull them out for sure. I'd be like, bro, this is
Yeah,
fucking
they're
weird.
schools for sure, but dude,
Would
no
you say
way.
something to the teacher, or would you just pull your kid out of school?
Oh no, I'd be like, bro, respectfully.
I have another question on top of this.
I'd be like, respectfully, this is wild. So I'm gonna pull my kid out. I'm gonna notify the other
Oh, so
parents.
you don't agree with it, Damien?
I don't agree with like I don't know. I think it's weird when anybody pushes that type of any type of ideology really on anybody like that in a physical sense and like a way that you're getting something. There's obviously like an incentive to think the way I do other than just like me provoking you with the way that I'm saying it or my real ideas on it. I think it's super fucking cringe where it's like, get $100 bonus if you like my Instagram page about Christianity. It's like, dude, the fuck? Like, you don't really believe in God. It's just you want the $100. But when it's shit like that, it's like, that's cringe. And when kids are like so impressionable, they're not doing it because they believe it. They just want whatever the fuck you're giving them.
Okay, so here's another one. I saw a video of these teenage boys playing baseball, and this kid hit a home run off the pitcher. Right, went off the field. And he's coming off second, rounding third. And when he's rounding third, the pitcher comes off the mound and fucking runs full force at the runner and fucking just tackles the shit out of him.
Damn.
If you're on the stands and your kid is playing baseball, if you're on the stands and your kid's playing baseball and you see him get tackled like that, what's your next move?
I'm probably running out there.
Yeah. I feel like instinctually you're getting up and getting the fuck out there.
I wouldn't.
What?
No?
Why?
Here's why. So, remind you, these are teenage kids, right? So at this point, Peanut has played baseball from the age of 5 to 15, 16, right?
Like 10 years.
10 years of baseball, whatever. He's probably gotten hit by a couple balls because that's what they do in baseball, whatever the case. Now, like if you would have asked me 5 years ago what I like as my son fresh out the womb, what I would do, I'd beat the fuck out of that kid's dad. Like, what the fuck? What is wrong? Like, what are you teaching this kid to go and run and hit another fucking player. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? But based off the conversation that we're having of what would we want to instill, what would we do? Now, my son is now a young man, right? At this point, 15, 16 years old. I would not do anything. I would want to see how he would handle the situation.
Well,
now, the way that I would want him to handle the situation
is beat the fuck out of the dots.
No, I wouldn't want him to beat this fuck. I would want him to get up, take his home run base that he hit, and beat the fuck out of that team, bro. Show them why you're the better player, why you're the better man. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to fist fight. You don't have to, eye for an eye. We don't do that. You don't do that around here. Show them why you're better. That's what I would expect and would hope that he would do, personally. I know it sounds crazy because
it's really hard.
A little bit of hooding. Yeah, but that's the thing. Being a father is hard.
No. It's not. No. Even instilled in you. Like, I feel like not to toot my own horn. Listen, I feel like I have that love, a decent level of like, I know an eye for an eye is not going to make anything better. So I'm going to keep trucking and make this the best that I can make it. Because doing dumb shit or like, putting my anger out in the wrong places is going to make everything fucking worse.
Oh, like swinging at my head every time you walk by my desk?
That's just all of those moments where I let that pass. It just comes out in those swings, bro. Because I'm just waiting for the day that you're a little tired and you're just.
I'm telling you, one day I'm gonna like sit back in my chair and you're gonna fucking pop me on the side of my head and I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you in the car.
Well, why wouldn't you be the bigger man and dust yourself off?
Because here's the difference. The difference is you've been doing this shit for like 6 months, and I've told you multiple times over the past 6 months you're gonna hit me one time, and if you hit me, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
I never get close enough. I genuinely never get close enough.
I don't know. My fucking bun like goes.
Oh, sometimes I'll like smack your bun, yeah. But like I'll try to like swing so fast that the air hits you and it'll never like get that close. Goodbye, Nelly. Be safe. Thank you so much.
Literally like, bye, Nelly.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh, but the reason I would go to him is to make sure that he's okay. Not really because I'm like, I'm worried that he's gonna fight anybody or like I'm gonna fight anybody. I'd just be like, holy shit, you got fucking truck rolled, dog. Are you okay?
Yeah, but if your kid plays professional sports, you can't run on the field.
Well, that'll be different. No, because if he's playing professionally, now he's like a man. He's a man. Like, hopefully. And he's like training. He's getting hit.
You're getting him to get to that point, though. You know what I mean? You got to like take the training wheels off at some point and watch how they're going to react.
Of course, yeah. And I mean, but I feel like instinctually, you're always going to want to, are you okay? Like, he's always your baby.
Yeah, but you got to have self-control, Bubba.
Nah, fuck that. Yeah, Bunch is on the same shit. I don't even have kids and I'm like, nah, fuck all that.
That's just me, dog. I mean, I'm a different breed, I guess. I don't fucking know, I want to see how he's going to react. Even now, I'd let him do shit. He's going to bust his ass. Hey, bro, I'm going to tell you one time, you're going to bust your ass if you do that. After that, I'm not telling you anymore. So let's see what happens. Let's see what the fuck happens.
Actually, I have a question because this came up and I thought it was very interesting. And I want to see your reaction. I think it's fine to talk about. Sorry, Putch. Before I go on, let me hear yours. Sorry, because I had chatted. Yeah, I don't want to like keep on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm on heads. I remember, bro. We were playing this rec basketball league, and I remember these cats were giving us a hard time, and we're having this in season tournament, and so we're getting ready to play these boys, and then they got to kind of tripping a little fucking funky, you know what I mean? And then it got weird. It got chippy on the fucking basketball court, right? Next thing we're kind of banging. We're banging. Like, you know what I mean? And we're like 7th, 8th grade, bro. But we're banging, and I can't remember what exactly happened, right? But the dude fouled one of our boys pretty hard, and it was hard. And so all of us were like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, because I remember I was sitting out. right? So all of us who were all down on the bench, bro, we hop up, we're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? And then some of the parents hopped off the bleachers and were like, yo, like, what do you think you guys are doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's where not even as much just to check this kid, but it's like, yo, that's not how we play this game. That's not how we play this game, young man. And I don't care what you and my son got going on. I'll check mine, but I'm checking you right now. And you just fucking like football tackled one of these boys on a basketball court. Football, you know, I'm just going to tell Elijah to get his lick back.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah,
no. Wait, time out real quick. Roll back to what you were talking about. So the bench cleared, and then you had some parents come off too.
Mm-hmm.
Now the bench clearing, completely acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's your teammates, bro. That's who you play this sport with.
We're family.
I'm 100% okay with the bench clearing.
Hey, but I roll out with who I rolled up with. You feel me? So if we're tripping out here on the field, we're tripping. Like I'm with the fucking activity. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's good. I think it's healthy. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's healthy, especially when we're talking about a competitive sport. Yeah. Yeah, make sure cops are here, bro. Make sure, because this shit's about to get rowdy. You are not welcomed here.
I personally enjoy rowdiness in sports.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's supposed to be a thing.
It's supposed to be
that's natural too. Because like even in when I played basketball, bro, this fucking exposure is pissing me off. Even when I played, huh?
I was like, my shit got wild right now too. I had to like fuck with the light real fast.
Sorry if I keep.
I wish I had lights to fuck with. I look fucking like I'm in a cave.
You look good though. You look fine.
You look good. Like the light content, like all that looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay.
Right. I was just gonna say real quick that when I played basketball, like that was a normal thing. It was like, yeah, if you fucked with our teammates, like that wasn't okay. What the fuck are we talking about?
No, absolutely. But what I'm saying is when the parents
step
in, that's a different story.
That's different. Yeah. And I mean, like, I think
if a parent is stepping to me, then I'm a handle. You know what I mean? I'm gonna handle that. But I want to see how my son handles what happens on the field, because you leave it on the field, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When it all is said and done, you fucking shake the dirt off, and you guys everybody high fives.
Yeah, I agree.
Great game, and it's over because it's during the game. You know what I mean? Look at Kobe Bryant. He was the same fucking way. One of the greatest fucking sportsmen we've ever watched in our life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah, even when he was playing like against his own teammates, like in the Olympics and shit, he'd be like, "Bro, you're not my teammate today. I'm fucking running through your ass." And then after it was all said and done, like, "Hey, great game, bro. You know, much love." That's how sports is supposed to be, in my opinion.
Yeah. I hate that there is a weird like lack of competitiveness like I see now. You know, like and you kind of were saying it too about like participation awards became a thing, and now that's just like normal. You know what I mean? And it's just weird, you know. And that's, I guess, you know, to get with, you know, I guess tie it in with the topic is that's something definitely Elijah will never ever be a part of. Like, he's
not manly.
It's just not like, why am I going to acknowledge that you participated? Like, I will acknowledge, I can acknowledge that myself, but why am I going to pay a coach to be okay with just giving my son a participation award?
Yeah, you lost, bro.
Yeah, no, I need him to get better, fam. Like, you know, especially if it's something that he wants to do, you know, like, I don't mind signing him up for whatever. You're going to do a season of it, whether it's, you know, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever. You're going to do a season. If you don't want to do it again after that, that's fine. Find something you like. Cool. We can go balls to the wall, right? But not if you don't have a coach who ain't going to coach you hard. You know what I mean? Like, coach hard, coach. But what was it in The Last Dance? The dude said the greatest service you could do to a good player or to a great player is coach him hard. That's the greatest service you could do to him. And I mean, like, even when I was coaching undeclared, bro, and these kids are middle schoolers, like, I treated them like adults, dog. Like, it was kind of fucked up, but it was like, bro, I'm gonna coach you hard. And
that's how Peanut's coach was too. He was like, okay, it's okay, you guys. Oh, you guys don't want to practice today. Oh, let's go get some water. And I like pulled the coach to the side and I said, listen, man, you don't have to do that with my son. Like if you want to run him laps, if you want to do whatever to get him to pay attention, go ahead. And he kind of looked at me and I was like, dude, you're his coach. Do you have free reign on him? I'm never gonna step in and say, hey, that you're doing too much. I mean, unless you're like whooping his ass and shit, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
if you want him to run suicides or whatever, you want him to run the bases 6 times, go ahead, dude. Run his ass
Yeah.
because he needs to, you know. But honestly, we never really had that bad. It wasn't. I had like 2 practices with Peanut where I like one time I got in his ass and he started crying. But I didn't even get in his ass. I just told him that he was being disrespectful to the coach. He was being disrespectful to me. He was being disrespectful to his mom, and his mom wasn't even there. I was like, "You're being very disrespectful because you said you wanted to play this sport. You asked mommy and daddy if you could play this sport. Mommy and daddy paid for you to play this sport. Daddy bought you all your gear for this sport, and the coach is taking time out of his day to teach you this sport, and you don't want to listen. So now you're disrespecting everybody." And I said it to him just like that. And man, he started crying. And I'm like, why are you crying? I'm not mad at you. I'm not yelling at you. You're not in trouble. But I'm just telling you that you're being disrespectful. Is that who you want to be? No, daddy, no. Okay. And from there on out, I had the best player on the fucking field.
Yeah.
I didn't have to whip his ass. I didn't have to yell at him. I wasn't mad at him. I was disappointed that he was being disrespectful. Because that's not who my son is. You know what I mean? And I think he realized it is crazy how much they know at 5, 6 years old, bro. How much they understand that shit. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. All right, Zero, what were you gonna get into, bro? Oh, my bad, Corpse.
No. Go ahead.
I just had well, I have 2 questions. One's going to be a little bit longer, but I wanted to see first, if your guys' kid gets into, so you had brought up, Putch, that if you play for a season, you don't want to do it again, that's fine. What if after like couple, let's say they play basketball and then baseball or whatever it may be, soccer, it doesn't matter. After like a couple of sports are like, nah, I don't want to fucking do this. Let me play video games. Is that something you're backing?
Absolutely.
Well, you're like a gamer, so I understand that. I feel like Putch doesn't play very many video games. So are you backing that?
In today's world, yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I mean, it would have to be a thing like, are you doing this competitively, or are you just wanting to sit home and be home? Because that's not happening. You're not just going to sit home and be home, you know. But if you're trying to like do like competitions and stuff like this, like please let's get a list together and we'll go. I'll take you to these competitions because I know that's a little different. Like, you're not rolling with a team, you know. Like
you are. Yes, you are.
Well, if you're a part of like an org, yeah. But like,
it's fucking sick, bro. It is. They got jerseys and all types of shit. I have one of my favorite teams' jerseys custom.
But like a dude just starting off just solo.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just solo. So it's like, until he finds a team, and that would be the stuff I would have to like kind of learn and encourage. Like, okay, find this team. Like just like a dancer. You usually find somebody who has some kind of skill for, or honestly, any talent. Like, what I mean? They have some kind of taking to something. You find a team for them to be a part of, and then they start doing these dealings with these teams, and then boom, 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 boom. And yeah, he would. Yeah, you need the gaming chair, bro. You need this, you need that. Like, you're still gonna have all the same rules, though.
Chair.
Yeah, whatever you need. Like, you're still gonna have the same rules, though. Your grades better be fucking tight. You better be trying hard. You're going to be making all the meetings. I don't know how. Like
it works just like sports, bro. It's literally the same. You get coached. You have a team. You practices, all types of shit. Yeah, I think esports is the growth in esports right now is absolutely incredible. There's so much, and the thing that I like about it is a lot of games is like so mathematical and skill based, but it's always a lot of these games are always team related. Like, you have to work as a team, bro. Yeah, I gave my mom a hard time, bro, because my brother and we used to play in like Halo 2 tournaments way back in the day, and I always gave my mom a hard time because she would always tell us to go play outside. I said, Mom, if you would have just let us sit in the house, we could have been millionaires by now.
I'm saying, you know what I mean?
We could have been millionaires for sure.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, and I
But they
remember
also didn't know.
My brother was cracked at Halo 2. Yeah, I know. Yeah, my brother would have been big time, bro. My brother was so dope in a lot of the games that he played. For real.
bro, I remember my dad was like, they're really making money. I was like, they're competitive.
They're making a lot of it.
Bro, the first kid that ever made $3 million playing Fortnite, I was at that competition.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
I was in New
wild,
York
man.
for 3 days watching that shit, bro. And it was so much fucking fun. I had a blast being there just watching the shit. It was tight.
That level too is great. That level of like dude, they're insane with it. Like any game that you're starting to gain money off of, like you got to be sick with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we did when I was like during COVID, we did so many tournaments. We did so many Call of Duty Warzone tournaments on my stream. It was wild. Yeah, I had a great time.
I think that's the stuff too. I want to make sure that Elijah takes from this stuff, like the camaraderie. Like learn what it feels like to earn another man's trust and earn his confidence and be a person they can rely on, and you show up and you're there for them. You wear your team's name on your chest, like like those things, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And also, like, even in defeat, like Cisco, like, because bro, like, oh my god, it gives me goosebumps. Like, to lose, right, but still watch who becomes the victor of these things, I think is important.
Yeah,
I think it's important to still witness the greatness happen.
Oh, absolutely. Especially on stages like, the fucking hip hop fucking World Hip Hop HHI, Hip Hop International.
Yeah.
Bro, you know how many times we didn't even make it to Worlds
Mm-hmm.
by one place. We didn't make it to Worlds twice. And we had to sit on that stage with everybody, and they called out somebody instead of us, and we were the place right behind them. Bro, like you're in tears, but you also have to be like, okay, what do they do better? What can I get better at? It's like an internal type of thing. Yeah, I hated that, bro. I fucking hated that.
Bro, there was a USJ that I did. I did an urban street jam in like 2013. And Academy of Villains was there. And I remember we were watching them practice, and I was like, dude, there's no way. I just remember thinking, there's no way. There's no way. And then watched them perform, bro. And I was like, just flabbergasted, dog. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, I want to dance. That's when I was like, I want to dance with them.
That's how we were with we did a show called Climax in 2007, and Choreo Cookies was there, and they performed. And then it's funny because a couple weeks ago I met one of the guys that danced for that team at that tournament, and he was like, "Hey man, you look familiar," blah blah blah. And my boy was like, "Oh yeah, he used to dance like you." And then we kind of chatted back and forth, and I was like, "Oh, do you know so and so? Do you know this person, that person?" And he was like, "Oh yeah." And then I was like, "Oh yeah, we competed at Climax." And he was like, "Oh fuck, I was on Choreo Cookies." And it just took me back to that time when I remember watching, like you said, you watching them, practice and shit before they go up, and then you watch them fucking perform, and you're like, "Oh fuck."
And then
I thought we were sick.
And then to go and dance with them and be a part of that company later on in life. Like, you know what I mean? And like make that a goal and then achieve said goal. Like, you know what I mean? But to bear witness to greatness, bro. Like, I think there's importance in that.
Wait, when did you leave AOV?
I never
16
technically
or 15.
I really never did. CJ, so I had seen CJ at an 818, and he was just like, you can come and dance whenever you want. He's like, you will always be.
But when did you like personally stop dancing with AOV? Because I think it was like right around the time that we met.
Yeah, it was like around 15.
Yeah,
2015. Because it was a few years later, all that shit happened. But I was still, even then, I was still popping up from time to time to dance. Like, you know what I mean? I would lab with CJ, or would all be in the little room labbing. Like, you know what I mean? And so it was like I just never did it full time. I just didn't do it. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Before, when we first kind of met, I thought lab was smoking. that whole time for a long time, and I was like, oh shit, he's dancing. That's what he means.
No, yeah, labbing is like when you create. It's like you're creating something.
I just thought it was funny. I was like, damn, that's a
Yeah.
funny way to say like getting absolutely obliviated.
I'm labbing. I'm in the lab.
I know. I'm like, damn, you getting high on fumes.
My God, that's too.
All right, what was the second part? What was the
Second part.
question?
So, me and my girlfriend talked about this because we were like, I forgot exactly how this came about actually, but I'm gonna build a scenario, right? This is both your boys individually, right? Your boys. Let's say the age is 16, 17, closer to 17 than beginning of 16, right? So old enough to know. He's running
16
with
and a half?
16, like about to be, it is, yeah, 16 and a half. That's fine.
No, I mean like 16 and a half or like further closer to 17.
We saw kids stealing shoes. That's right. Okay, yeah. So this is why it came up. There's a bunch of, and I don't know why I was just like trying to piece it together. I was like, the fuck are they doing? And then we both realized like, oh shit, they're stealing shoes. But by that point they were already gone. And so I was like, damn, that's like dumb as fuck to steal shoes of all things. Like these are so, like unless the ones that you have are like falling off your feet, I guess it makes sense. But I don't know. In my head, I was like, this is dumb. But anyway, so I was like, what would you do, right? Your own individual boys, you're like 16, 17, your boys at this point. And you get a call. And it's like, hey, Dad, they like caught me. They locked me up. And, you knew that he was running with, with a less than okay crowd. He's like, yeah, I got busted stealing some shoes. It was dumb, whatever. I'm locked up. Let's say, I don't know how long usually the term is, but how there's bailout, you can bail me out.
Here, I'll give you more of the example. They did it on Friday. They won't see a judge until Monday.
Sure, yeah, a couple days. It's gonna be over the weekend, but okay, but you could bail me out.
No.
But how long are you keeping him in there?
However long he needs to be in. However long they
Okay, how long are you keeping him in there?
I don't know. Don't ask me. Ask that fucking judge, bro. I ain't bailing him out. I am not bailing him out. I'm not bailing him out,
bro.
You fucked up.
Because here's why I'm saying this, okay? Because I didn't run with the greatest people at that age either.
But you never got caught. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
I never got caught, bro. I never went to jail for anything at that age. I did get arrested for graffiti twice before my 18th birthday, but I dealt with the consequences. Now, my mom never told me to hang around, like, don't hang around people that do art. She just didn't want me hanging around the gangbangers that I was hanging out with. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like,
fair enough.
We know as parents, we know who you're bringing around the house. We know who you're hanging out with. We see the mannerisms. We see all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So by this time, I probably have already told you about your friends.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably already told you about where this life is going to lead you. I've probably already told you to stop hanging out with these types of people unless you want your life to go this way. So if I get a phone call at 16, 17 years old that you got arrested for stealing shoes, you fucking dumbass.
That's what I said.
If you got arrested for stealing shoes, you dumbass, yeah, you're going to sit in there and you're going to fucking learn what the fuck happens because you did something stupid. You stole shoes. Now imagine if you went and did something far worse than that. Far worse. Yeah, your ass is sitting in jail, buddy. You're not getting bailed out.
She says on the first offense with question marks. And then I think this part is the joke. She said, what if he cries?
Cry me a fucking
You weren't crying when you stole the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. The first time I ever went to jail, I had a warrant for my arrest that I didn't know I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go to jail, and I got bailed out. Now, the first thing I told my girlfriend at the time when I got arrested and I was going to go to jail, I said, call my dad. And instead of calling my dad, she called my brother, and they put money together instead of calling my dad because she knew that if she called my dad, it would break my fucking dad's heart that I was going to jail. because my dad thought that I was a good kid. I was working at the time. I had been working for like 4 or 5 years already. I think the first time I went to jail was like 18 or 19. And I got pulled over because the fucking cop thought I was street racing, which I fucking wasn't. And I had a warrant that
Don't
was over a
worry,
year
though.
old that I didn't have. I wasn't.
No,
I
I'm just
swear on
like,
my
I
life
just
I
like,
wasn't.
yeah.
I was maybe going 5 miles over the speed limit. I was like in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. I was maybe going 30. Maybe. The guy next to me was fucking going way faster than I was going, because I had just gotten off of work at 11:30 at night. My girlfriend came to pick me up and she had me drive. But I said call my dad because I knew he had the money to bail me out. But they didn't call my dad, bro, because they knew that it was gonna break his fucking heart if he found out that I went to jail.
Yeah. Why did you want her to
So
call your dad?
because my dad would have the money to bail me out.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because I didn't know what my bail was. I had never been to jail before. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. As a man, as a young man, right? I was 18 or 19 at the time. My immediate instinct was, I need my dad.
Yeah.
I need my dad in this situation. If I call my mom, I don't want to break mama's heart. You know what I mean? It's better off to be. I'd rather be disappointed. My dad be disappointed in me than break my mom's heart.
But
At
wait,
that
what if your dad? Wait, because you didn't know the warrant. You had a warrant for yourself. This is a little bit of a different situation, I guess, because it was kind of like an accident that you even got caught in the first place. What was the warrant for?
Yeah, kind of. For graffiti.
Oh, word.
It was a bench warrant. I had missed a court date for a graffiti charge that I got that I didn't even know, because I didn't live with my dad anymore, and my known address was my dad's address. So they sent my court date paperwork to my dad's address, and I never got it because I lived at a different address because I lived with my girlfriend at the time. So I never got the paperwork.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that I missed the court date, and it was over a year old. Yeah, but no, you take him, dog.
What about? So both of you are on the same page, and honestly, I'm a little bit lighter. I'm not. If it were up to personally me, let's say it was over. Let's say Friday to Monday, right? Is over the weekend, so it's 4 days technically that you're going to be in there. Personally, I'm at least waiting at least 1 day. You're gonna spend the fucking night there, and I'm gonna mosey my ass over there when I can. At the least. Obviously, my girlfriend did not agree with me, but that also made me wonder about what your guys' ladies would say, because obviously they got to say too. I mean, if it was just my kid, that'd be a different story, but it's not. It's a team effort. So what would your guys' ladies say, or not ladies, but you know what I mean, the moms? What do you think they would say, since they're not here?
Oh, Sid would be all over it, and my daughter's mom would be all over it too. But
like that, right? Like, boom, I got the money.
Yeah, get him out. We gotta get him out. We gotta get him out. And it's like, no, like, but that's the problem, right? That's the problem. That's what women don't understand.
Well, it goes back to what I was saying about a father's love being disciplined.
Well, to be fair too, and I'm with you guys, but on the second round,
I don't know, but for the record, Tierra would leave his ass in there too.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we're on the same page as a lot of stuff, and we've actually talked about something along these lines. And yeah, we would both keep his ass in there.
Because I called my mom on this because I was like, I wonder what she would do. Again, not to toot my own horn, I'm a really good kid. So I'd be like, maybe she would kind of, let me off and be like, you know what, you haven't done some dumb shit ever, so I'm gonna let you off. So we called her and I was like, what would you do if I got arrested on some dumb shit, just like stealing shoes? She's like, you're gonna keep your ass in there until you get out. And I was like, damn, what the fuck? I was like, what a legend. But I'm a little bit softer. I said that I would keep them in there for a day. And if it's around 2, like if you do some dumb shit again and you get caught, till the fucking judge says you're out.
But here's the issue. Here's the issue with this, okay? Here's the issue with this. I'm telling it to you as a parent, and I'm telling it to you as somebody who was in that realm of things back in the day. You bail me out, I'm more liable to do it again, because I know that you've already bailed me out. And you bailing me out as a parent, you're more liable to bail me back out. because you've already done it.
How could you be so
Now,
heartless?
So if Elijah hit the line, right? If he hit the main line, again, I need to find out what he did. But 9 times out of 10, I'll get him a lawyer. I'll help get him a lawyer. Help get you
Depends
out.
on the situation, though. If it's shoes, bro, that's petty theft. Yeah, you're doing your time, bro. They're not putting in there. You're gonna get probation. You're gonna have to work on the side of the fucking road. We've all fucking done that shit.
Yeah, you know.
No, I mean,
Like, well,
but,
you're not
I just like
criminals have.
nah, but anything like, you know, let's say, so for me, for example, I'm supposed to still be in there, and so, you know, thankfully my dad got me a lawyer, and I was able to get some, you know, shit squared away, and so I remember too, I asked him, and I said, well, but what if things go bad on my court date? And he goes, we'll figure it out from there. And I knew what that meant. I was like, dude, this shit better go right, bro. I was like, this shit, I can't be in here for what they're saying I'm gonna be in here for. No way. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. I'm not eating that shit for, bro. They wanted to give me 15 years, guys.
wait, what? I don't know if you're comfortable talking about online. What happened? What did they get you?
I got caught up. I got caught up with some pills while I was driving. And I had some weed on me, a scale, money. And so the charges were initially drug trafficking. And then it got knocked down to possession.
Damn.
So it was a big,
You know what's funny is that when I was about that age, like 15, 16, I started going in that direction. And my mom took my brother and I to a juvenile hall like run through. So at the juvenile hall here, you used to be able to like pay to bring your kids to juvenile hall, and then it was kind of like a scared straight type of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of
You
sick.
don't
I
remember
think
that
that's
show?
cool. Yeah.
It didn't fucking work though.
Oh, never mind then.
Because
Not
I
based.
knew it was like a simulation.
Oh wait,
You
they
get what I'm
didn't. They
saying?
didn't like do. There's not
No,
real
it's for
people.
one. It was we were separated. It was just it was like a show and tell walkthrough of what juvenile hall was. That's all it was.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah,
Wait, but there weren't like people. Yeah, there weren't like people in there being like, "Don't fucking do this, dog."
You're 15, 16 years old. What 15, 16-year-old is going to tell you, hey, don't do this, dog? You know what I mean?
I guess that's
They're
true.
too worried about gangbanging and shit. And honestly, like that, it's the image also, right? It was the image. I used to sag my pants. It was that whole image, right? So I don't know if you guys remember, but on a couple podcasts ago, we were talking about tattoos and like, you know, I was talking about how my dad doesn't like my tattoos because typically a guy that looks like me, right, brown facial hair, wears flannels, like if you're covered in tattoos like how I am, you're typically some type of gangbanger. I mean, now it's more socially acceptable and things of that nature. But in my dad's eyes, like the people that he grew up like looking and seeing were doing the wrong sorts of things. Yeah, they look like how I look.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I kind of enjoy like looking like this and not being like that. I love that. It's like a mind-boggling type of thing. So, but I also want my son to be open to the, you know, to be looking a certain way. But like, dude, I want my kid to be a fucking nerd, bro. Honestly, like I'm a nerd, right? Like I play video games, I play Magic the Gathering, I like Dungeons and Dragons, I like all this fucking weirdness. I don't watch anime, but I got all this weird mystical shit. I think dragons were real.
What?
I had a debate with one of my best friends the other day about how dragons. I think dragons were real, and him and I went back and forth for like 45 minutes on. He thought he's like, there's no way that dragons could breathe fire. And I'm like, yeah, there has to be a way, bro.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean,
why is it depicted?
No, not breathe fire. I feel like a lot of the shit. Something that I will say that I think is interesting that somebody touched on good old Jordan.
Wait, are we talking about dragons here for a second?
Dragging
what are you
balls across your face?
Dragging these nuts.
Wait, what are you about to talk about? You about to talk about the jail thing still?
Oh no. Yeah, sorry, we can finish up on that if.
Okay, real quick. So so your son would only be in jail for 1 day.
First time, listen, I'm going to be lenient because only because I am going to do my absolute best to obviously talk to my kid.
What if it
as
was
much
his
as possible.
idea to steal the shoes?
That's way fucking different. Dude, that's way fucking different. If it was your idea, then you're definitely serving the time. If he tells me that, I don't even know. Could I like revoke the bail and be like, take his ass fucking back?
No, but that's what
That'd
I'm
be-
saying. Like, there's so many parameters to this shit. Why not just leave him in there? Why not just let him
Because
sit there?
because I think there is like I think there is good in being harsh, right? But I also want like the one time rule. You get burned one time. You do it twice, that's your fault. You get burned one time, and hopefully it's not too serious to where you fucking, third degree type shit.
Yeah, but explain it to me, Demo. It's his fault anyway.
I know, but in my head, like the way that I was raised, right? I think my mom was a really good person to do both sides, and I think her template worked on me at least. A lot of the shit I learned once, and like, did I do the most crazy shit? I don't have the stories that you guys do, so I didn't do the craziest shit. But
What do you
my
call
mom,
those criminals?
yeah, a little bit. Nah, it's not just fuck with you.
No, but here, let me ask you this. But your mom taught you that it was wrong to steal.
Yeah, 100%.
So does that not count as your one time?
No. Because the one time,
that it's wrong to steal.
yes,
though.
but
You're about to be 17 years old. You know as a child that it's wrong to steal. It's
yes.
not okay to take something that's not.
I
yours.
agree.
You know that for 12 to 13 years prior to this offense. So for 13 years, your mother has told you that it's wrong of you to steal, and you steal something, and then it's like, okay, well, it's your first time doing it, so we'll get you out of jail.
No, but that's why it's the one day. That's why it's like you fucked up. You did some dumb shit, even though you knew it was wrong, even though it might be your fault. Now that whole like maybe it was his idea, that like rubs me the wrong way. I don't know if I knew it was his idea and I could get him to say that on the phone, it's like, whose idea was it? It was mine. Have fun. Be safe, okay? I'll see you when you get out.
So at that point,
that's a little different. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, bro, you dumb fuck. Oh my god. But I believe, and I'm pulling from like the way that my mom and the way that I think is what she did is right.
What would your dad have done?
He loves to talk a big game and be like, I would leave your I would tell the judge to fucking keep you the shit. But he would also bail me out. I know he would. I know he would. Huh?
But he won't give you a kiss.
No, that motherfucker's
So
no, because I would give him a kiss.
It's about that time. It's about that time too. It's about that time that he comes knock on the door too, real soon.
I know they're like about washing their hands or whatever. I don't know what they're doing, but he has a bathroom, so I know they're getting ready.
Yeah, bro. It's like 10, 15 minutes until dad comes in. I think you should ask dad what he would do.
I should. I will. But
when he comes to the door,
but check this out. Check this out. Yeah.
When he comes to the door, will you ask him?
Check this out. He's gonna say like, I'm leaving his ass in there. I promise you he will. But he's not. In practice, he's not. He's not.
I have a question from Kat. I didn't proofread this, so hold on. Do you think it could negatively alternate the relationship you and your son would have forever if you didn't come to his need when they need you the most?
No, it would change my relationship with my wife. And if my wife forced me to bail him out, then it would change my relationship with him. I would have a disdain for him.
Damn,
that's an interesting question.
Wait, Kat's in your chat?
Different Kat.
Oh,
Kat that said that gave the compliment.
Hey, compliment.
Wait, who?
Yeah, you remember when we were in the elevator and I was like, "Oh, Kat said, that Zero and Corpse have a great personality."
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Thank
you, Kat. You're legend.
This is a good question. This is a good question. This is a great question because I didn't think about it like this. But I would hope through conversation it would be understanding. And plus, at the age that you said, right, like 16, not yet quite 17, you're already raising a young man at that point. So you have to instill some type of morals and like what life has to come moving forward at that point, right? And I guess I live in like my son is gonna live in separate households, so I guess that kind of plays a part in it too, right? But if he's calling me, honestly, he would like obviously he would have to instill more trust in me, I guess, at that point. But no, you fucked up, bro. You fucked up. You fucked up. You keep your ass in there, because, like I said, from a young fucking age, bro, you know, and we're
Right.
like I said, we're just talking about the stealing shoes thing. I guess
Yeah, different
different
circumstances.
offenses may
Yeah.
different offenses may lead to different things, but on the stealing shoes situation, from the age of whatever 4 years old, you know not to take something that's not yours. So if you walked into a store and deliberately stole shoes, absolutely, you're not in a time of need, in my opinion. You don't need me the most in this time. You fucked up.
Who you want
You
the
deal with the
dunks?
consequences. Yeah, you wanted the panda dunks, the most basic bitch shoes.
Listen, there's
Well,
nothing
I
wrong
hope
with
they
the
were
panda
worth it.
dunks, bro. I want the panda dunks, okay?
So let me.
Lie.
Okay, so here's a story about what my mom did. I was 7 or 8 years old, and I used to go to my uncle's house all the time. There was a little liquor store that we used to go to, and I stole a fucking bike lock. I don't know why the fuck I stole a bike lock. I didn't need a bike lock. I think it was just the concept of stealing interested me at some point, so I fucking did it just to do it. My mom found out that I stole the bike lock. So you know what she made me do? She made me go back to the store with the bike lock, tell the owner that I stole the bike lock, and then pay for the bike lock. But I had to give it back to him.
Oh shit! So he just gave him money.
So I just gave him money in the
Yeah,
bike
pretty
lock.
much.
Damn, that's a
He
legend.
jacked you.
Damn.
But that's what she made me do. Like that was my consequence. Being
That's
embarrassed.
cool. The Putch, because you're not gonna know this and neither is chat, but we have a lunchroom at our work. And I thought this was funny. This is completely unrelated. Well, kind of, but I thought this was funny. So previously, when I went on break and Save hadn't gone on break yet, I ordered a burrito and
Oh yeah. I remember.
and a Coke. And a Coke.
Hey,
And
this was a testament to our friendship right here.
this was funny because I'd never seen him like this. He was like so taken aback. This is the funniest shit. So the dude's name is Brian, who like rings us up. And he's ringing me up and I'm like, hey, is it okay if I just get this Coke later? Like I'm going to have lunch later and I'm ordering this all for later. So just hold on to it for me. Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's fine. And so I go back up. I never tell, like, it just never comes up that I ordered this shit. And so we go back down, we're going to have lunch and I'm like, oh, I ordered a burrito, whatever. And I'm like, oh fuck, but I forgot to order a Coke and I kind of want one. I'm like, I'm just gonna take it. Fuck it. Like he won't notice. Fuck it. So I'm playing this super cool, calm, and collected, like I am. And I grab the Coke and I just kind of like sneak it, like I'm sneaking it.
You put it in his fucking pocket, bro.
And then I go get my.
We never eat outside, and we went outside to eat this time.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to hide the Coke even more.
Yeah. But what's funny is that what he didn't see as well on top of this, and I can't believe I fucking was able to do this too. So we have to pass Brian. We have to. And he's in front of me. Save is in front of me. And because he's in front of me, I'm able to like, I pull it out of my pocket and I motion to Brian. I'm like, am I good? Am I cool? Because I don't want to be like, I don't want him to actually think I'm stealing some dumb shit. So I'm like, are we good? Are we good, Brian? He's like, yeah, we're good. And so I keep going. We sit down and he genuinely thinks I steal this. And Brian's like the sweetest dude. He'll like, you know, he's so nice. He's so nice.
Nice.
So the thought of me stealing this man's Coke just bothered me.
Bro, I was about to go pay for the Coke. I was like, I'm gonna go pay for it, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you stealing? Like, I was like, I'm gonna go pay for it, and then he was like, no. I already bought it earlier.
I bought it. That is the funny shit.
Because like Zero doesn't do that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was genuinely like, who the fuck is this guy? Like petty theft at work? Like what the fuck is
See,
that's the
shit. Thing too. Like even with like the scenario, and I know like petty theft isn't like the worst crime ever, but I would be so broke off with my kid, bro, if I knew he was out there stealing. You know what I mean?
shout out to my mom. Oh, and my mom is the only reason I was able to do the podcast tonight. So fucking shout out to my mom.
Yo, shout
But,
out, Mama Save.
yeah, I mean she's taking care, she's putting Peanut to bed and shit. Oh, great. But my mom, when I was in the graffiti scene, like we rarely bought our paint. Rarely, bro. I would rack so much paint and paint pens. It was fucking ridiculous. And I think my mom finally started realizing that I think she was like, "Where the fuck did he get all these paint pens from? He doesn't make money like that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she just started buying me paint pens instead of, because I think she knew that I was stealing them.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until like in my mid-20s when I was like, "Yeah, like we used to just steal everything." And she was like, "I kind of figured. I kind of had an idea that you would do that." You know what I mean? So I wouldn't put it past somebody, but I think it's just going back to the topic of like men and what we want to instill in our children and shit like that. Like my pops never was really there to do that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I think with Peanut it's gonna be a lot different. Like I think the moral compass is the same because I understand my father now way more than I did when I was younger because we talk a lot more and I understand why he did the shit that he did and why he still does the shit that he does. So the moral compass will be the same, but I think just the life lessons are going to be so much different for Peanut growing up because I'm very active in his life as opposed to how active my dad was in my life. You know what I mean? I think it's important. And I mean, I shout out to Corpse too because I know even with Corpse being so far away from Elijah, and the only reason I'm bringing up just Elijah is because we're talking about like what we want our sons to be, and the whole point of this podcast is men. But you know, I know that Corpse is still very active in Elijah's life, like very active. So I think the activity that we show as good men. I mean, I would say Corpse and I are very good men. And you, whenever you have your child, because hurry up, because the fucking clock is ticking, dog. The clock is ticking, dog. You need to hurry up and join the group before our kids get too old and then, you know, they can't fight each other. Like right now, Elijah and Peanut can fight each other.
Yeah, but my kid would still be 5 years. He'd be tiny.
You get bullied.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So you just did this, right? Like that's
Wait,
really how big Peanut really was this big at one point.
Yeah, it'd be like this.
And now, you know. No.
Dude, I can only like second
Or having
hand
baby fever.
I can only second hand feel that because of my baby niece. I'll see videos of her and I was like holding her and like she didn't know what the fuck was going on and like I'd show her the camera and she'd just like try to grab it. And like watching those videos and watching this like little like human fucking talk to me and like want to play. She loves Nezuko from Demon Slayer, and I'm like, dude, when the fuck did this happen?
It happens fast, bro.
Peanut doesn't get to see my dogs very often.
Yeah,
because obviously the dogs live here and he lives with his mom. So he's been like seeing a lot of Oscar lately, which is my oldest dog.
Yeah,
and I told him, I said, you and Oscar used to be best friends when you were a baby and this and that. So I showed him the video of the first day that Peanut was walking, and there's a clip in there when I was trying to get Peanut to walk, and my dog like jumped on top of him and fucking knocked him over. And I showed him that video, bro, and he made me replay it for him like 10 times, and he was cracking up the whole fucking time.
That's
but
fucking
it's
cool.
like, but it is crazy to see those videos of them so young, and then now it's just like, dude, my kid could tell you he impressed the fuck out of me. We went to SeaWorld on Sunday. I think it was Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday or Sunday. We went to SeaWorld. I took him to SeaWorld, and we went to the shark exhibit because he fucking loves sharks, right? And there was a picture of an Australian leopard shark, right? And he said, Daddy, that's a zebra shark. And I said, no, babe, it says Australian leopard shark right here. And he said, no, that's a zebra shark. So I said, okay, let's go ask the lady, the shark exhibit lady that like welcome to SeaWorld. These are the sharks. You know, like that lady.
Yeah,
Said,
yeah.
Let's go ask the lady what shark that is. So I said, go ahead, babe. And then he said, you know, I saw the picture and it says Australian leopard shark and it looks like a zebra shark and that's a zebra shark. And the lady was like, wow, great, like great job looking at that because uh, Australian leopard sharks are the adult stage. We didn't know that they were the same sharks as zebra sharks. And we call them zebra sharks when they're babies. And I was just like, how in the fuck? You know what I mean? Like how do you have that much knowledge in that big ass little head of yours?
Big ass little
It's
head.
wild. It's wild, bro. It's wild to just watch him. We stayed at the Stingray exhibit because there was a shark there and he could touch it. We stayed there for fucking an hour. It was wild. It's absolutely wild. It's wild. I can't wait for you to have a kid, bro. Just so you could, because we do this podcast and we've had so many fucking topics on certain things that only Corpse and I can relate to because we have children. That you like, I cannot wait for you to experience them.
Like,
Just so that like the certain things that we talk about, you can experience what we're talking about, type of thing. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. I was gonna say,
Children aren't for
like
everybody.
kissing your
Weird-
children.
Bro, and there was a weird thing on Twitter for a little bit where people were like very openly bragging or mocking like parenthood, you know what I mean? And at first I got like really offended by it, but then I was like, I just feel bad for you guys. And I'm not trying to push like parenthood on anyone. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
Trust
bro,
me, it's not for everybody.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's not for everybody, but it's like if you're chosen and if you take the time, fam, there's just moments in there that I mean, you can't replace that with anything, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also so fucking scary. Like Tiara's on vacation right now. She's out of town. So it's just Peanut and I. And I was like thinking to myself, dude, what the fuck happened? Like, this is dark. So put your seatbelts on. But I was like, bro, what the fuck happens if I like die in my sleep and Peanut wakes up?
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm being very genuine. Like, he doesn't know how to unlock my phone and call 911.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what does he do in that situation? Does he run to the fucking neighbor's house? He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with all the light, there comes a lot of dark, bro. And it might just be like the type of person that I am with whatever the fuck demons I have that I deal with. But like those types of things do exist as well.
Mhm.
And it's fucking wild. That's why that's why I say parenthood is not for everybody. And I'm okay with not having any more children. Honestly. Oh, and you know what? I watched our podcast back about the $1 million question.
Mhm.
You remember that one? Like, would you bring somebody back?
Hmm.
And somebody in your chat had asked me, or had asked, like, oh, ask Save if Peanut died, would he bring him back?
Yeah.
And I like really sat and thought about that question, and it fucked me up, bro. That shit
Mhm.
fucked me up.
Yeah.
Bad.
Did you
Real bad.
cry? What do you mean?
No, I didn't cry.
I don't know,
I
bro.
haven't-
Because I
Because what?
was just gonna say, like, if something fucks me up, I'm probably crying at some point.
Nah,
Tearing up.
Sometimes I cry. I do cry. Crying is good. We talked about that on another podcast.
You don't gotta tell me, dog. Tell yourself.
No, the last time I cried was that time that I told you when Peanut finally realized what death was. And I had
Oh
to
yeah.
explain it to him.
Yeah.
That was the last time I cried. I'm due for a good cry. I need to watch like Marley and Me or something. That
Jesus.
movie,
Wait,
that
Marley
movie
and Me,
always
I
fucks
feel-
me up.
Maybe I don't remember it. Maybe I didn't watch it all the way through, but I feel like I didn't cry at that movie.
The Good Dinosaur, fucking Zootopia.
Bro, Good Dinosaur gets me,
Yeah.
bro. Every time that movie gets me, Good Dinosaur fucks you up.
I love, dude. I just love the part too. He goes, "The storm provides." It's like, yes, yes. It
Lion
does.
King usually does the trick. Lion King makes me very sad,
Yeah.
but I don't think I cry. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. I don't know. Lion
Nah,
King, but because it's
okay,
like,
not to me.
it's like, Dad, you know,
Yeah.
and he's like,
Gotta get
oh,
up. Like,
yeah, get up. Yeah, actually, oh look, I've already started to
It's
tear up.
fucking-
Yeah,
Dude, what?
that shit does fuck me up, actually.
I can't,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
That's
a
wild.
good one.
It, you know, I think too having kids makes you way emotional to certain things, man. Like, because you imagine yourself in those predicaments or your baby in that predicament. It's like, oh my god, like videos of like kids getting hurt and shit. Don't like. Like it used to be like really funny when I would watch kids wipe out like on a skateboard. You know what I
That
mean? Like
shit
they
is funny.
eat shit. Bro, when they eat shit, like low key, it's still funny.
It is funny, yo, yeah.
You know, but there's still like a little part in me where I'm like, oh my god, like if that was Elijah, I would be fucking thrown off, dog. Like, you know, if that was my baby.
No, okay, so I have this fear. When we go to my dad's house and Peanut's playing, my dad has like these cement blocks that are angled, so they're like pointy, and Peanut always finds a way to get one of his shoes untied. So my fear is like he's gonna be running around the house, the outside of the house, and he's gonna like trip and fall, and like the fucking cinder block is gonna pierce his eye or something.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I'm like always. I'm definitely not a helicopter parent, but I have to make sure that his fucking shoes are always.
Bro,
That's a big thing
listen,
for me.
Elijah was running around in the backyard. Um, I mean, he was little, bro. I mean, he couldn't have been much more than 2 years old. Can't remember. Um, but this maniac is running towards, like, cause we were living in this mother-in-law suite, right? And there was these 2 steps and then our door, and he's running towards the door, bro. Trips, and I mean, and his face clacked the side of that concrete step, bro. And
Damn.
he ended up chipping his tooth, like the front like layer of his tooth. I guess I don't know if it like scraped it or what, but it chipped it
Okay,
off.
okay. Stop.
This one time, actually, this happened to me. The ground was wet in my grandma's house. I don't know how old I must have been like 8 or 10 or something like that. And my cousins were running around, and I was chasing them on a wet fucking pavement of all things. And I think they just made like a hard left, and then like I slipped, and dude, like I just went and smacked the fuck out of my head. Like my head bounced off the pavement. That shit fucking hurt.
Ooh.
And all I remember doing, might have been younger then. I'm trying to think who I knew, but all I just stayed there and just like was stunned, and I think I started crying. And then it wasn't until like one of my uncles saw me, and he was like, "Oh shit!" And he started running to me. But yeah, that shit fucking hurt. That shit is
Yeah, dude. Elijah had like I think he like broke his elbow. Man, and I remember he finally got the cast off. He was like in a sling for a little bit, and then they were trying to get us to work his arm out, right, to make sure that it could still fully extend. And he was having problems with it, bro. Right? He was having problems with it. And one morning I'm getting ready for work, right? And I would take him to a babysitter early in the morning. And I remember I was getting him dressed, bro, and I pulled on his arm, and I just didn't realize, you know what I mean? Like I didn't remember and didn't realize, bro. And I'm talking about when that crack happened, fam. He was laying on his back, like, bro, like a rose, like a fucking vampire, dog, like Dracula. This fool sits up, talking about, ow, like, yeah, like, oh, I'm sorry. Boom, he falls back asleep. But it was like, just to think, like, this little fucker, bro, like, the babies, dog, like, they go through it, you know, and I guess too, like, I guess this can kind of tie back into what we were talking about earlier. Like, they're gonna go through pain, and sometimes you have to let them do that. You know what I mean? And that's on a lot of things, like the pain of sucking out a sport and getting better, and you're going to try hard, and sucking when they do something stupid and they might end up in jail. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you gotta let that shit suck. Like it's gonna suck.
Yeah. So based off that, and I kind of want to revert back to the topic that Zero brought to the podcast today. Zero, you asked these questions to us, and I think Corpse and I did the best that we could to answer both the questions. Or not the father's instilling, but I think we've already touched on that, because I know Corpse has definitely touched on like what his father has instilled in him. In another podcast, I don't remember which one it was, but let me ask you this: do you think, like, what do you think the biggest difference between being a woman and being a man is on a emotional level?
When it comes to like parenting?
When it comes to anything.
Well, that's kind of a broad question when it comes to anything.
Well, let me let me see if I can narrow it down. Because you're an only child, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like your only full child, right? Like you have half siblings.
No, I don't have any half siblings.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
Nope.
What step siblings?
I have step siblings, but they moved at they're adults. Like they're out. I've never like
Like you don't
lived
chat with them at
with
all?
anybody really. Never like grew. I mean, like I grew up with my cousin, with my grandma, but to the extent that you want to call that a sibling, I mean,
I'm trying to find a
definitely
situation in which I would think that a male and female there would be a difference. Because you do have a girlfriend, so
Would your girlfriend make you guys bail out the kid?
probably.
oh, absolutely, she would. Huh?
But that's kind of where I was getting at, where I'm like, I feel like there has to be some sort of compromise. We didn't really. I think we got sidetracked with something else, but I'm like, there has to be, because obviously, if the day comes, I don't want to be like, well, I said a day and you said 2 hours, not literally, but like, then have to have that conversation. Then I want to have it now, but I think we got sidetracked with something else, which is fine. I mean, it's not a big deal, but
Okay, let me ask you this: in your relationship, and I want to ask this like in a way where it doesn't seem misogynistic. It doesn't seem like
be
you're a
misogynistic. Dog.
bitch. It doesn't seem
Call me a
like.
bitch.
Nah,
We
I mean I've already
hate
called you a
women
bitch on podcasts
on this
before.
podcast.
Yeah, we hate women.
True.
We're lonely.
True.
Corpse and I are very lonely men.
True and base.
Jesus, bed. Thank you. Again.
Do you feel like you and your girlfriend take roles in leadership in your relationship?
Sometimes.
Or do you feel like there's one set role as like do you trust your girlfriend enough to be a leader, or do you think that she trusts you enough to lead?
In certain things, yeah, for sure. I think there's such a, and I don't know if I don't think you're necessarily alluding to this, and obviously correct me if I'm wrong, but in my personal opinion, I don't think there's the whole like man of the house is true to an extent, right? Like you're going to be the leader in different aspects, but I want my girlfriend, and I'm selecting and like asking questions to her in different scenarios to make sure that she's going to be able to be a leader in other aspects that she's going to be good at, because I'm not going to be able to account for everything and I'm going to fuck up at some point. I need somebody to be able to like go against the world and like check me whenever I'm like, you're doing way too fucking much right now. And I think that requires a leader to some degree.
Well, no, I think there's a difference in that. I think one is leading and one is accountability.
Sure, but how do you have enough backbone to be able to like, check me whenever I'm doing stuff? Like how can I trust you without like having your own individuality for it? Your own thought processes, your own like way that you check whether or not, I'm doing something too crazy, and vice versa as well. Like when I think you're doing a little too light or too heavy on whatever it might be, to check you as well.
I think too there's certain things, because to be a leader, to me, there's already a preset requisite of accountability. I can hold you accountable for the decisions that you are about to take on. And so I do think that in every relationship there should be some level of exchange of, you take lead on this.
Wait, but can you be held accountable without being a leader?
Yes. Everyone to me can be should and can be held accountable for their actions.
Spiritually, women will always want a man to
Hold
lead.
on, we're gonna get the answer right now.
Oh, wait, yo, we're getting the answer. We're getting the answer from Pops.
I have a question. Wait, you wearing? Okay.
Hi, Dad.
I don't know if you want to be on screen. Okay, hold on.
He doesn't want to be a. What's up, Dad?
What up, Dad?
Come here. Just...
I'm too famous. What do you guys want?
Okay, come here. Oh, look, your face is not even in it. So
I'm Superman.
So
There
there was a question earlier in the podcast.
What?
A hypothetical of, let's say I had to call you. I called you from jail.
Oh.
and I said I got arrested for stealing shoes. How long are you leaving me in there?
24 hours.
24 hours, dog.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey,
Better.
Wow.
There you
That's
go.
a better.
Wait,
than-
yeah, you better give him a hug and a kiss. You didn't give him a hug and a kiss and say goodnight, motherfucker.
Give me 2 seconds.
All right, then I want to read this comment.
Oh, they did the double. You can hear the. Yeah, that's.
Good night, son.
They're such
Son.
bros. They're.
I love you,
bros.
son.
Yeah, they're fucking bros, dog. They're not even. What the fuck? That's a hug I
Hours.
give you.
He gets really shy with this internet stuff. I think it's funny.
I
But,
mean, he was cool. He walked in. He's never done that before.
No, he did. Yeah.
Normally he's like, peace. You know, like,
That's cool. Oh, yeah, that's the first parent appearance,
No, that's not true. Save was the first parent appearance.
like on camera though.
Oh, that's true. I
Well,
guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
my mom was just on the phone. Okay,
Nice.
let me read this comment. Hey, you were kind of wrong about what you were gonna say.
I thought. Yeah, I genuinely thought he was gonna be like, yeah, fuck
He
him.
did it. He did it for the stream.
He did do it for the stream. If I asked him that, on my free time, he'd be like, "Dog, you're gonna fucking rot there, okay?"
Stream, dog.
You said, if I called you from jail, he like started playing with the hat. He goes,
Yeah.
4 hours.
He's like, man, I'm about to fucking lie on this thing. God damn it, I'm about to give him all kinds of ideas.
He's like, "I'm gonna
Alright,
bribe
so
the
he-
judge to fucking keep you in there, dog." I don't fucking care.
Here's the comment that I received.
my
No, just play. That's funny.
Spiritually, women will always want a man to lead her and lead the household. But I want my man to always know I'm his support whenever he needs it or feels like he's not strong enough.
I could agree with that.
What's your take on it? Say, I'm gonna grab another drink and use the restroom. Oh,
Word.
Shit. I mean, I can agree to that, but I don't want to say spiritual. I think most of it, right, is just for the simple fact of what we do, right? Like men, I think, and I'm not a fucking biologist, right? But 9 times out of 10 men are more capable in senses of direction, right? And so that's going to help us with our hunting. We have certain muscles that can help with
Wait.
that as well, right?
Sorry, really quick.
Mhm.
I'm so dog shit at directions. I'm really fucking bad at directions.
Bro.
Dude, I'm so bad. It's so bad.
I mean, like remembering street names and stuff is kind of hard for me. But once I figure out which ones run which way, I got it. I could figure out where I am fast.
Me,
You know what I
me
mean?
too. It just takes a couple tries to be like, okay, this is the way it goes. This is the way it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going here.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but if somebody's like, how do you get there? I'm like, listen, dog, I don't fucking know. I can get there. I know how to get there.
that's a strong sense of direction. Like, you get what I'm saying? And so I don't think that women are so submissive by nature, right? I don't want to ever think that. But
yeah, you do. Shut the fuck up. You know you
Damn.
want to believe.
Wow.
I mean, because I come from a home of a single mother that took care of all these kids, right? My sisters all went through their own phases of being single moms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I grew up around very, very. That's why I think it's funny people think I'm misogynistic. I'm like, no, you're just not shit, bitch. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
I don't know, dog. Say it again for the people in the back. Jesus.
Bro, you just ain't shit. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all ain't cut like how my sisters are. Like, you know what I mean? Or how my mom is. Y'all ain't,
Dang. I'm just
y'all ain't
kidding.
built the fucking same. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like,
Yeah, but that's what the times, Corbs. That's the times that we're in right now, bro. Is that you like what Kat just said, right? I genuinely, I'm not even just trying to like say that there's bad women around, but it is very hard to find a woman that feels that way. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it, like she just said, it definitely takes a strong man to lead a strong woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But in my opinion, it also takes a very strong woman to submit to a strong man.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I think we're losing that like so much lately. Because I feel like the three of us are very much so very strong men, right? In the sense of leadership. I feel like all three of us have very good leadership skills. We're all very well spoken. We all have very strong opinions on certain things, but we're also open to hearing things. Unless Zero's trying to debate with me, then I don't want to hear shit that he has to say.
Literally. Holy shit.
But you know what I mean? But I feel like when it comes to a sense of trying to be that leader or trying to because a strong man is not going to try and get a woman to submit. Right? I feel like a strong woman would submit to a strong man with knowing that that's a strong man.
Yeah.
But I feel like the amount of money you make now plays a part of it. I feel like the kind of car you drive now makes a part of it. The kind, the space where you live plays a part in it. Like, I don't think any of those things should play a part in it, though. Like, if you take the trolley to work every single day, that doesn't take away from you being a strong man.
But to an extent, right? Let's break this down, right? I'm gonna speak on behalf of my ladies because I hate women.
Give me just 2 seconds.
I'm gonna speak on behalf of who?
Of our women out there.
I'll be back.
Right.
Wait, hold on. I want Zero to be in on this conversation.
Because you guys know I
give me 2
hate
seconds.
women. I don't think they're real people. I don't know why you guys give them names. I don't understand these things.
Shut the fuck up. No, it's funny how misogynistic you are on this show.
Bro, you know what? I'm gonna be real. Because I can't remember who it was, but whoever said that I was right wing, I was like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, and it made me think, and I don't know why I didn't say it on the podcast, but it made me think. I think the first like real debate me and you got into was over me wanting to vote for Bernie Sanders, and you're like, oh, why? You're like, what the fuck? I was like,
that was a big one. We've debated over a couple of things. We've debated over that. We debated over Indian reservations. I think we debated about. There was one where you and I are like really dug into each other. I don't remember what the fuck, but we were like going crazy on each other. And I don't know if it was on the Usual Tuesday podcast or if it was on the smoking section. But I think it was on the smoking section. There was one where we really kind of like dug into each other. And
we were talking about feminine and masculine.
Oh yes. Yes. Oh man, we got to bring that topic back. We got to bring that one back. Because you said there was one at one point you were like, what the fuck did you say? Something about feminine men, and there wasn't a such thing as feminine men, and there was masculine women. Or I don't remember what the fuck you said, bro.
Everyone has a level of femininity and a level of masculinity inside of them at all times.
Yeah, you said something that pissed me the fuck off. Something about like, I don't know. I remember we went back and forth for like 30, 45 minutes that podcast, and we were like going in on each other. Like that was a fun one because at the end of that podcast we were like, see guys, we don't have to agree on fucking everything, and we can still be friends at the end of it. Yeah, fuck, I'm gonna have to watch that one back because that was a good podcast. Fuck, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, dude. Recently, oh no, I don't want to bring too much up, but recently I had a talk with somebody that I just met at work, and he's like, "Yo, I'm really glad you could hear me out." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't believe in nothing you just said, though. Like, you know what I mean? I don't agree to none of that.
We're losing that. We're losing that part too, bro. Like, people can't just talk to each other anymore. It's fucking wild. I have to believe in a certain thing to be fucking to be around you. Like, fuck, that's so stupid.
What happened?
Oh no.
We were talking about a podcast where Corpse and I went off on it. Like, we kind of dug into each other. It was before the Usual Tuesday podcast was a thing.
Bernie used to tell the truth. Yes, he did.
Do you think that there's ever gonna? I mean, it might happen. Actually, I don't even know if I should ask. Is there gonna be a day where like we start to get personal on like we're just angry?
No.
You don't think? Oh wow, it's very mature.
No, I don't see that. No.
What do you mean? The only thing that I would ever clown on you about, you clown on about it yourself.
Whoa, that's a mechanism. That's because people fucking clown on me, dog. And I learned how to like deal with that shit. But
I never even really clown on you for it.
No. I mean,
sorry. No, I just remembered what we were talking about before Dana left. But for the ladies, I do think your home, your finances, and things like that do play a role because I'm thinking about that, and I don't know what, and it's gotten harder as I've gotten older a little bit to ever see how I thought differently. My house should matter. Where I live should matter. What I drive and how much money I'm making should matter to me while I'm courting this lady. I am at an age where,
To you, to you, it should matter.
and even for her as well, right? Is the home, what is our home going to look like? What are we going to get ourselves into, right? Especially like at our ages, we all got our own little setup going, boom 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 boom. Why am I going to change my shit up for what you got going on too, right? Like, are you even in a space to do that? You know what I mean? Are you in a space to have me and Elijah and my daughter over? Are you in a space to be able to, like, like, am I in a space to have you and your kid over, or you and your dog over? Like, am I in that space? Am I in that space financially? Right? Like, because if I can subtract all those things from the conversation, right? Like, hey, let's not worry about that. I'm just trying to worry about what's going on with me and you. That's when I feel like you can truly worry about what's going on with me and you. When those things, like, oh, baby, that's taken care of. Don't even worry about that. Why are you asking me about that? Don't ask me about that. My shit's straight. What's up with you, though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on in your head? Not worried about
No,
what's
I,
going on in the
I
pocket.
get that. I get where you're coming from on that standpoint. I guess I can agree with you on that. But I guess what I
Oh, when
mean,
it's corpse, it's like, oh, I could listen all day, eh?
But now this is
Just like
this is my rebuttal to that same conversation, right? Because you guys know I love to play devil's advocate. But this is my same rebuttal to that conversation is if you're down to date me, I'm under construction, right? I'm under construction, and you want to fuck around, and you want, let's go do X, Y, and Z, right? You know what I'm capable of. You know what I'm willing to do. We might not have the money to go to Disneyland every weekend, right? We might not have this and that. Like, and these are conversations where if you're comfortable starting out in that, it can't be a problem later on, right? Like, it could be a problem if your man ain't doing, or your woman ain't doing the things to like better themselves, do more around the crib or do more at work or whatever. That's a different conversation, right? But if they're doing those things and the chips just ain't falling their way,
Mhm.
and you have a problem riding with them, that's fucked up. To me, that's fucked up. That's to me when it's like, so what really matters is that we have nice things, or that we're in this together, working this out, like trying to figure it
yeah,
out.
and that's kind of what I'm where I'm coming from in that standpoint, right? It's like, do you want the base? Do you want the base, or do you want what's already been built? And I
Mm,
feel like there's more pride in a woman, or more pride for a woman, when she can point that base out and then help build what comes with it, right? I saw this video, and it was this guy and this girl, and they were chatting, and the girl was like, "Oh, I had to leave because I made more money than him,"
mm,
and the dude was like, "Well, why didn't you help him get more money? Like, why didn't you stick around and help him see it through?" And
mm,
she was like, "Oh, I want a guy that's doing better than me." But all I took from that conversation was, you want a guy that makes more money than you. But just because the guy makes more money than you doesn't mean that he is stable enough to have that base. The base of the foundation of what we really date for, in a sense of building a family, getting married eventually, or whatever the case may be, if you're into that. Just the stability and moving forward with somebody. Like, I could bring all the money in the world, but if I have no moral compass and I'm just a dickhead, what good is it that for you to stay with me? I could make 500 grand a year, but if I don't know how to lead properly, if I don't know how to set up certain situations the right way, if I don't know how to please, if I don't know how to do certain things, is that really worth it to you? What if
mm.
I made 80K a year, but I had the base and the foundation on what you want to build your family morals on? Is that not worth more to you? That's, what I mean. I feel like we're losing that so frequently nowadays because everything has a dollar bill on it. You know what I mean? A dollar set amount, and I'm not a fan of that at all.
And there's a certain there's a certain thing with men, I think, where we've lost sight, and a girl actually said this to me, so thank you. That men are the catch, right? Where women are the prizes. And I was like, and we got to talking about that a little bit, and I was like, it's very much true. You know what I mean? Where there's a grip of good men out here in the world, right? And there's a list of good women, right? And I think that we've just gotten right because I hate women, but there's a list of good there's a list of good women out here in the world, bro. And I just think that there's a weird um comfortability in the idea of just date to break up, date to break up, date to break up, date to break up, and it's kind of like, hey, after a while, you're either going to be putting up with somebody's shit, right? Or helping somebody get up out the shit, right? So, I mean, to me, I would rather help somebody get up, like, hey, let's build this up. Because, like I said, I'm under construction, you know? So let's build this up. Let's have an understanding, you know what I mean? And, like, chicks, like some girls want to play housewife, you know what I mean? And it's like, but your man don't make housewife money, but he's wanting to let you do it. Cool. Like, you got to understand. And, like, you ain't going to get your nails done from him every other fucking weekend, or I don't know how girls do it, but you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. Do you think that this is devil's advocate, okay? I just want to put that out there. Do you think that women can be independent but also submissive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I just wanted to ask that.
I was
question.
gonna say obviously,
I
but
so
yeah.
I think so too. So, but I mean, that's the thing. Is like there has to be a standard, right? And I think that the standard that women think that us men have is that we want them to be completely submissive. Which, I mean, I think we would all three of us would agree that that's not what we want, right? It's not like I want to tell a woman like, "Hey, go make me a sandwich." I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not. That's not the type of person I am, right? But I am the type of person that if I come home from work and my duties are to make sure the dogs get taken out, to make sure the trash is taken out, to make sure this, that, and the other is done, and I get home from work working an 8 to 10 hour day, like it would be nice to have food on the table.
Mhm.
Whether it's from an independent woman or not. Why are you making that face? Am I being misogynistic by saying that?
Who said
No.
who?
No.
No,
Oh,
Corpse's
what?
face Corpse's face is just like is that misogynistic? But vice versa, right? A woman gets home from work, she also expects for the trash to be taken out, this to be done, that to be done. I'm just saying, I feel like there's roles. I feel like there's roles in every household, and certain genders fall under certain roles. In my opinion, and I'm not saying that it's an always case, right? Like if you come home from an 8 to 10 hour day doing whatever the fuck you're doing, who's to say that I can't make dinner for us? It's
Mhm.
just whoever it falls on at that point in
Mhm.
time. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
There's roles. There's just roles to the whole situation. But nobody wants to play. I don't want to say nobody. I feel like it's very much so one sided these days.
I feel like too though we get. I mean, maybe I'm speaking more to me, but we get too enveloped in the internet and the way that people say shit online and the way that like girl boss and all this different shit, which I don't know, there's a lot to be said about all the different ideas that are going about now, but I don't know, I think it's still out there, and I don't know if necessarily it's harder to find now than it was a long time ago. Maybe it is. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to deny that necessarily that's the case, but yeah, I don't know. Just kind of looping back to, because you had asked if the difference between men and women, and the fact that, if I remember correctly, a a man has to be the leader? Correct me if I'm wrong. What was the original question?
I didn't say that they have to be a leader, but the comment that I read was spiritually that women will always want a man to lead. That was the comment that I read. That wasn't.
But before that, I think we had touched on another a question that you had.
I think definitely. Oh, I asked you, like, do you trust your girlfriend to lead, and vice versa? Genuinely, I think a man is supposed to lead in majority of situations.
Because I think in my personal relationship, I do lead a lot, and she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I do. I think I do a lot of like the physical things sometimes of like, whether it be driving because I want both of us to be safe, but I also I want that to be.
So you're saying women can't drive?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. No, but like, bro. Oh, never mind. I can't talk about this. I don't know. Driving. Also, she just doesn't like driving in general. It brings a lot of different things. But I also would have preferred to drive anyway. Wait, whatever.
Sure, I'm the same way.
Yeah, now it's become actually a little bit of a weird thing. Whenever my dad goes somewhere and like we're going to the same place, he's like, just come with me. I'm like, no. I'm gonna drive. Or I'm not going with you.
It's a control thing. It's a control thing.
Yeah, to some degree.
I
but
love when my
lot of degree.
probably to a lot of.
What did you say? Of course.
I love when my chick drives for me.
Drives
Like
for
being a
you.
passenger princess.
Every once in a while,
but
it's okay. But
I will agree with you though, Zero. It does exist still. I told y'all I had a girl iron my shirt for me, and I'm like, yo, I can do that, and she's like, no, that's the thing though. I want to do it for you. I want to do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Is that a love language? I don't fucking know what these.
Yeah, it's
kids
acts of
talk about these
service.
days, but acts of service. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like that is. Is there any man that doesn't like an act of service? And I'm not even talking about like physically.
No, I like it. I like the simple shit. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know, getting something done that I was kind of worried about, and she was like, I got it. Don't worry about it. I'd be like, oh shit, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, there's things, there's stuff like that too. I've started to try to pay attention to the different people I've conversed with. Is like, how much life do they speak into me? You know what I mean? Like, how much life do they speak into their own life? You know what I mean? And I think there's a certain level of submission in there, even with women, even for men. I don't like to really think that submission holds a gender. You know what I'm saying? I think men also need to know how to submit to their women as well. Like, you know,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to say men need to be in the lead, but I think that we need to take the lead on a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of hard decisions that you and your family have to make from time to time. And I think, yes, you guys should come and counsel each other, right? Come to a decision. And whoever this person is, send me in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, send me in. I'll go deal with that. Like, you know what I mean? And I may have to negotiate on the fly. And I hope that you trust me that I will make said negotiations in the benefit of all of us. Right.
But I don't even think it's a send me in situation, Pudge. I think it's a I'm gonna go in situation. You know what I mean?
Also,
like,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that the thing that I'm learning too is that because I don't think I really got instilled into me the fact that I could be a leader in that sense. So I think by nature I'm very timid sometimes, and that works to my benefit at certain points and to my detriment at some certain points. And I'm trying to now at 24 years old trying to figure out like the best way to grow a little bit more of a backbone when it comes to certain things, because I don't necessarily think it was. Not necessarily taught. It just doesn't come as natural to me as others. And I think
I think that also plays into the part that one, you have no siblings, and two, like you said, majority of your life you were raised by your mother.
But I mean, I was always around people, so I feel like that lends itself to a lot of my social awareness as well as like my mother's social awareness. But also, my mom is a badass. Like that's where I got
No, no,
my.
I'm not taking away from your mom.
No, I know.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say like, oh, don't say shit about. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, it's weird that by nature, I'm as timid as I am because if she's the only thing I like mapped onto, she, in a lot of cases, would have more of like a rigidness to her than I would, which is weird. I don't know. Like if she's the only
It's
thing I'm
not
pulling
weird though
from.
because she had to play mom and dad.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
That's why it's not weird. That's why it's not weird. But what I'm saying is, without having a father figure, because you always looked at mom as mom, right? Without having a father figure in your life, you lose the essence of that aura that is supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Like there's just a different feeling when mom and dad are around. You know what I mean? Like
I agree. Yeah.
yeah, because there's a lot of softness that comes with mom. A lot of softness. But even with dad just being there, like you'll notice a lot of kids, right? If they do something wrong, they'll look at dad first. If they're hurt or in trouble, they'll look at mom first. Because of the essence of who, like the being that those two are. You know what I mean? So in that standpoint, when you only have a mom around, because I was kind of the same, right? Like my dad was never really around. So my mom had to be that person for me. But I understood as I grew older, and I understand now as a parent who co-parents very well with my child's mother, is that essence of having a father around changes a lot of things, bro. Because
Yeah.
there's no bad kids, there's just bad parents, right? And there's bad parenting, and there's less lack thereof a parent. A father and a man being around in the household changes a lot of things, a lot, and it's crazy to see. It's like it has to be something biologically because it is absolutely incredible to see the difference between a household with just one parent, a household with two parents, a household where both parents are present but they don't live together. Like it's wild, bro. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So I think therefore it just goes back to it is biological. Like Corpse was saying earlier, it is a biological thing. We are different. Men and women are different biologically. Women look at men different biologically. We look at women different biologically. We want them to submit. We know when to submit for certain things. You know what I mean? But I feel like we're fighting biology so much lately, and it probably does have to deal with the fact, like you said, social media plays a huge fucking part in it. A huge part in it. And I think that's why, Corpse and I are to where we are in our life right now. We're both in our 30s. Shout out to fucking Corpse. Happy belated again.
Yo, for real.
We're in our fucking 30s and we both have children by women that we're no longer together with. We've both tried dating. We're just kind of where we're at, bro. Like it's not necessary for us to be with. It's not necessary. We've realized that it's not necessary for us to be with a significant other at this point because we have so much shit, so much other shit that we have to worry about. And granted, we're not gonna get laid, but
Speak for yourself, pal.
Whoa!
All of a sudden, okay, buddy.
All right, listen, boys. I gotta get to bed.
Corpse is like, I got hoes.
Sheets are getting messy tonight.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not living in hotels for no reason.
Empty beds for me, man.
Cap, what are you talking about?
It's easier when your empty bed belongs to a hotel and not your own, bro.
Wait, what's the count? Are you really sober? Pussy sober for this long? How long?
Who are you talking to?
If you Corpse.
It's been a minute.
Okay.
I haven't been fucking around. I haven't been really talking to nobody.
Is it
like
longer
that.
than me? When did I go to New York?
Didn't you just come back from New York?
No, I was in New York in like April, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Or
like right
March or
after
some shit.
IFT. No, it must have been April. It was April.
Yeah,
April.
like July status.
So what the July for you?
Damn.
Oh, so I'm longer.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Couldn't be me, pal.
Fuck you.
Wait, why do I feel like there was what didn't we had like a whole podcast chat about it, about like you want to like not do this anymore, this, that, whatever. I thought that was shortly after you know,
Florida, right?
a meet.
Yeah.
That was that long ago. That was
Oh
in
damn.
July.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I just felt icky after that.
It felt like a month ago or something. That feels like a couple
Damn, can you
podcasts
bring the
ago.
raspy voice back though? Ooh, that made me tingle a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, you know. But if there's any girls that want to holler at corpses, DMs are always open. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
NGL be
This
going
man be
crazy.
This man be posting the craziest shit on his Instagram, dog. You want to look at my
love
DMs? All it is memes from other guys.
It is. It's always Austin that's posting some crazy shit in there. All right, boys.
Guys. Had to dip out.
Hey, great topic. I feel bad because I feel like we didn't touch on the topic as much as you wanted to, Zero, but I think we touched on some dope shit.
I felt like it was most of it. We were chatting about it. I
Did
think
we?
it was
Okay.
like 90% of the podcast was about it.
Hell of a podcast, boys.
Not 0%?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Not 0%? Oh, okay. I just got it. I was like, what?
This man is tired. Yo, am I gonna get my 5 a.m. phone call or what?
Yo, you want it?
You didn't call me this morning.
I
So
didn't
you
because I was joking.
My man's had his notifications off until 6 p.m. today. Did you go to work today?
I did. Oh, for some reason my focus mode goes to work, and I kind of want to turn it off because it's kind of pointless. But yeah, it was technically it was off, but it wasn't. I was checking my phone the whole day.
Whose week is it next week? My week?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Damn, Skippy. Tell him about the TikTok.
Tomorrow.
That's right, boys. Sorry, really quick. I just want to geek out real quick. One of my TikToks went crazy. Went absolutely fucking wild.
I know which one it was.
You don't know which one.
Because I've been getting liked comments on it for fucking forever. It's the AirPods one.
No, it's not that one.
Oh, it's not? I keep getting likes on my comment to this day.
That one is kind of going crazy, but
sponsorships, demos.
Bro, look at this. I got this one right here.
I'm just gonna go to your TikTok. Hold on.
160K.
Damn.
Crazy. Thank you.
Okay, dog. Let's see, you my man's is getting famous.
I got like 6
posting
new
TikToks
followers.
tomorrow,
No, I'm just kidding.
Breaking through. There you go.
Hey, and I know the Burger King shit hit.
Oh, that shit hit too. That hit like 1K. That shit went kind of crazy. Yeah, it's at 1.1 right now. I don't know why that one went so crazy, but I'm glad people are enjoying.
Fucking orange
You
hamburger,
fucking
bro.
Burger King haters out there, dude.
Everybody in the comments like based.
You guys are in
I'm
droves.
to go get. I'm getting Burger King tonight.
Don't do that
know.
to yourself.
Burger King is fire, bro.
Don't do that to yourself, dog. Why
But
would
all
you?
right, hey, I'll start off our
The
outros.
corpse is ready to go to sleep, bro. He's ready to get under that blanket, get warm.
Low key, it's almost 1:30 here. I gotta be up by 5.
Oh shit, bro. Oof.
It's all good, baby. Hey, but everybody who tuned in, thank you. The usual Tuesday podcast crew. Yeah, I love you guys. Save 0%. I'm Corbs.
He's tired as fuck.
No, I am high as
Oh, that too, probably.
I could tell 45 minutes ago this man was high as fuck.
There was
Yeah.
one of them that, like, bro, it was like pounding my chest. So every week I do my usual thing of dropping something like inspirational, right? And I was reading something about beauty, and like beauty encourages us to do fine works, right? For us to admire these things. And if you look around at buildings these days compared to those of old, they lack the conviction of beauty inside of their works. There's no purpose behind it. Yeah, so put purpose behind all your works. Yeah. Until next week.
That was good. That was really
So
fucking
next
good.
week. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. To Zero's community, Corpse's community, my community, you guys are the absolute best. Thank you to everybody that posted in the chat today. Questions, Kat, thank you so much. Kelly, thank you so much. Jordan, thank you guys so fucking much. Whether you're listening back on the playback, on the blah, 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 blah. Whether you're listening back on the playback, I really do appreciate it. Or you guys watch live, thank you guys so much. As always, you guys stay healthy, stay happy. I love you. Keep smiling, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Yo, thank you everybody for watching. I mean, I'm just reiterating everything everybody else said, right? Thank you so much for watching. To Corpse, Save's community, my community. If you were here for a second, a minute, an hour, the whole thing, I appreciate you. Like Save said on the playback too. Thank you for your time. We really do appreciate it. Much love. Be safe. Peace.
Love y'all. All right, I'll catch you guys later, bro.
Howdy.
You guys be safe. All right.
Be safe, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Okay. Chads. Wow, got a whole banging 3 people here. Listen, everybody's still here. We're building this desk tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get a extra long cord for this mic to see if I can bring it over here so that way there's better audio. We'll see. I could probably swing by Target. Be safe, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Bye. I don't know if I should do the wide angle. I think wide angle makes the most sense. But we'll see. Okay. Be safe, guys. Thank you so much. Peace. Bye.